The big question in this simple little video is going to be, can I make something from this experiment that was really on its way to the landfill? And now I want to see if I can make something cool out of it. So I was at the lumber yard. I saw this board. It was in the reduced section. They were just wanted to get rid of it. I really liked these dark areas, and I thought, you know, that could make a really interesting pattern in here with the black picking up this black and then the tan and having a strong kind of shape to it. This is probably the most important moment in the build. I need 10 1/4. I have a little bit more than that. I left this long to make sure this was going to work. And I think that's a nice pattern. I have a little bit more in this direction. So I can take actually about a 1/2 inch. And I think I'm going to take it here, so that I can get that little slice of wood out and get this a little bit closer. And then of course I'll cut this, glue it up, and that's going to be the super cool panel. So I think I'm going to sand this. I'm going to refinish it with ink, which this is blackened, but I'm going to put some ink on it, which was a suggestion from a viewer, which I've started using ink and I really like it. Whether this kind of works or not really depends on how cool this insert is, I think. This is the cherry panel that was in there, which is nice, but there's not a lot going on here. It's kind of a uniform color, and this frame is so uniform, I thought it would be nice to have some movement. Worth testing with a mock-up. I've turned this upside down. I've clamped these boards flush. I'm using these 1/4-inch pieces of plywood that are templates for another project as a spacer. And I'm going to just put these blocks on with double-sided tape. So after all that thinking, I decided to stick with the original design, which is to make it flush. Funny how often you think of other options and you realize the original one was the best. Design's about testing options until you're pretty sure you have the right one. The question is, how do you attach a board from the underside and get everything right? The simple solution, or the design solution, was double-sided tape these boards on so it keeps it flush. I went around, checked all the gaps. Now I can clamp it and attach it from the underside, and at least in theory, it should be correct. Well, I think it turned out great. The simple structure really sets off the quality of this piece of wood. And sorry, I've already moved on to another project. These will be cabinets for my wife's laundry room. I know people are going to ask what kind of wood this is. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but this is it. This whole weird video started with this piece of wood that was reduced by 60%. It was just an orphan that the lumberyard wanted to get rid of. And I saw it and thought, you know, that would really work with this project that I had pretty much given up on. And down the rabbit hole I went. Basically, a black frame and a cool piece of wood. It's as simple as that. So comment if you would like plans and I'll put them together. An artist or a crazy designer might just be someone with the tenacity to keep working on something until they get that last 10%. Or it's possible that it just takes me a lot longer to finish things than anybody else. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the story. Like and subscribe.